Hey everyone, it's Terese, designer of Terese Sydonna, contemporary women's ready-to-wear and men's accessories. I have always been interested in fashion. It's something that I grew up with. My mother was in the industry for many years, and my grandmother was a seamstress back home in our native Jamaica. And she's the one who taught me to sew, actually. And I can remember as early as 7 years old, I was always making clothes for Barbie out of my mother's pantyhose, and then, I'd pretend I'd go somewhere fabulous with them in the limousine, and my grandmother bought me this handheld sewing machine that I used to make all the clothes. It was just such happy memories, and I think from then I developed my love for fashion. While I was in school at FIT, I founded my company, Terese Sydonna, and really it was born out of just wanting to create clothing that was different, funky, cool, stuff that I wasn't really seeing in the stores, using fabrications that were super comfortable, that complemented the figure, that could be worn to many different occasions. Terese Sydonna began as an idea with just one customer who was also a friend of mine who commissioned me to design a coat for her. And I created this beautiful custom coat made out of some boiled wool, and she loved the coat and wore it to an award show. And before I knew it, instead of just having one customer, it grew to 10, and then through word of mouth it became something that was a brand. And it wasn't something that was very intentional at first. At first I was just more so trying to find my voice as a designer and creating pieces that spoke to me, spoke to who I was and how I wanted to dress and how I felt women should dress, and superhero in all of us, where I wanted clothing that could transcend any occasion, that could make us feel really powerful and amazing and walk into a room and command attention. I think this is the kind of business where if you don't love it, don't get into it. And I say that with all good intentions, because fashion is such a hard business, right? For me, early on, the challenges I faced were monetary and just trying to make do with limited resources and knocking down doors and just not having press listen to me, or not finding the right magazines or the right stores for my products. And really, when I look back on it now, I think it was just not my time. I had to learn how to be patient. I had to find those opportunities for myself, and basically if a door was closed, I need to figure out a way to knock down those doors and open those doors and create my own opportunities rather than waiting for it. So I would say to anyone starting out who feels like, wow, gosh, it's just so much and I have limited resources, what can I really do? I say just keep going. Find out who you are as a designer, connect to those people who can mentor you, learn from other people, take feedback, listen to criticism, whether good and bad, because those are all things that you're going to use to help you in the long run. The advice that I would give to anyone wanting to start their own clothing line is really ask yourself if you are creating something that is going to add value to the lives of whoever it is that you want to design for. There's so much clothing, there's so many accessories, there's so many brands, the market is extremely saturated, and at times it's extremely challenging to stand out. Really think about what is important to them, who is their customer, who is this person, and know them from A to Z. Know that it's going to be really challenging, and you have to be up for that. You have to create your own opportunities, you have to be persistent, you have to take all those no's and turn into a yes. It's going to be very lonely, so you're going to have to pick yourself up. You're just going to have to brush it off and just keep going. And as long as that voice inside of you tells you that you should keep doing it, or if it's something that you've been thinking about all this time and others are telling you not to do it, just do it. The hardest part is starting, and once you start, you just keep going and don't let anything or anyone get in your way. I am very much an eclectic person, just as the line. I am bold and colorful, and then other times it's more dramatic with solid colors, with brighter pops of color. I'm hugely inspired by my culture and Japanese culture as well. You can see that from the prints. I have a love of nature, and I think it's amazing how a natural disaster can look so beautiful on fabric or in pieces that I design, and I'm always inspired by my travels, and I want to create clothing that is beautiful, but also sparks conversation, that also makes my customers feel so amazing that they just keep coming back. And the clothing, in a way, is like a superhero because it saves a day. So you go into this meeting where you're super nervous about it and you want to look amazing. So then you choose a Terese Sydonna jacket, and before you know it, everyone is talking about your jacket, and then you're more at ease, and then you can do that bomb presentation that gets you the promotion. Same thing with the leggings. You know, majority of the collection is machine washable, and when you put on those leggings, it's like you're wearing pajamas, but it looks so much better. The dresses in the collection, you know, they're versatile in that you can wear them as dresses or a vest over a top and a bottom. The pieces are truly multifunctional, and you can use them in so many different ways, and that's what the collection is all about. Thank you guys for listening and watching my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Terese Sydonna, and follow us on social media at Terese Sydonna.